James Harden, the point guard. That's the big question. He's suddenly become a point guard. He's averaging 30 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 13 assists while shooting career-high percentages all over the floor.
MVP contender with those sort of stats.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just how well Houston perform as to if he can actually, really have to make the playoffs.
If they have to make the playoffs, but with those stats, if they do, he'd easily be in the race for it.
He's had 5 15-plus assist games this season so far in only 9 games, and the rest of the NBA combined only has 1. So it just shows from someone who we said never passed the ball. The tag on him has always been he's completely selfish. He never passes the ball. He's been reinvented under, obviously, their new coach, Mike D'Antoni.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Because, I'll be honest, I was a very against Mike D'Antoni and what he did back a few years back with the Lakers, but he's managed to turn Harden into a playmaker suddenly.
Yeah, he's got, D'Antoni said in the preseason that he wanted to make him the primary ball handler, which is exactly what he's done. And what they've done is just, they've cut out the middleman, because let's be honest, last year the point guard really just walked the ball up and gave it to Harden. There was no... It's just wasting time. So now... as saying, last season, he had the ball in his hands for 6 minutes a game on average, which was the highest of any non-point guard. So he was basically
the point guard,
controlling the game anyway, and it was just a one-on-one or a two-on-two with a high pick and roll, and then he'd get to the rim. But this year, what it means is when they allow him to be point guard, it means they can put another spot-up shooter like Gordon or someone rather than a playmaker. And which lets him space the floor and give Harden even more space than he had previously. Yeah. And, with his ability to get to the rim, he's a master at getting fouled. He can drill the three. And now he's showing that he's a seriously good passer, and his vision is really good. He came out and said, as usual with Harden, that he's the best player, he's the best point guard, he's the best everything, which he's said not. That. He's said that every single time he's asked that question. He's not short on confidence, that's for sure. So, but he is making a case for being the best point guard in terms of pure numbers. And he's got their offense up to, it's running at an offensive rating of 110.9, which is 6th best in the league, which considering they don't have... if you look at their team on paper, it shouldn't be that good. So, and then without him on the floor, so when you take Harden off the floor, there's a 31% drop. A 31-point drop in offensive efficiency. So it just shows that
how much he's carrying that offense.
He's crucial to that team. Obviously, the massive issue for them, and the reason why, despite all of that, they're still 5-4. Is their defense. They're ranked 27th in the league.
That's prime example of Mike D'Antoni's teams is the defense. This is their game plan. It's just get it up quickly as fast as possible, put up threes, or just get it quick. Just put up a shot as quickly as possible.
That's what we said in our preview at the start of the NBA season.
Yeah, obviously we know Harden is not exactly a defensive specialist.
If his defense was as good as his offense, he'd be the best player in the league.
Oh, by a mile. Yeah. But unfortunately,
he just doesn't put any effort. There's been so many times where he just stood there and watched.
The only medal he's winning for defense is the Shaqtin' a Fool award. his inability to do anything sometimes. But to give him credit, this season he has been a little bit better. He's trying, but there's still times where... And as a team, obviously Dwight, that hurts on the boards and a bit on the defense. But... that is an experiment that I'm not sure many people thought was a good idea to start with, but I think it's working quite well.